back with 843 TV, and we're at JTaylor, and there's so much more we have to learn about insurance. You know, we think about it, but what do we really need to know? Well, number one, you know, their agency is independent, and I think that's important for everybody to understand because that gives you latitude, it gives you flexibility about what to give your clients the best service, right?
Absolutely, and we can provide options, we can provide choices to our clients, and our goal as an independent agent is really to educate our clients, let them know of the exposures that exist, listen to them, find out what they're doing to their homes and how their family is evolving and what's going on with their businesses. And we can then help craft insurance products around and recommend insurance products around what those exposures are and to really help educate them and give them options.
Exactly. Well, being new to the Lowcountry myself, there's a couple of things that I learned that I didn't know upon arrival. And one is that there are floodplains here. And
yes,
I do want you to speak to that because even though the mortgage company says, you know, you don't need flood insurance, tell us what we really need to know.
Sure. Flood maps were redrawn a couple of years ago, and some folks that were in a particular flood zone may no longer be in that flood zone, and therefore their mortgage carrier may say, you're not required to have this anymore. And so we had a lot of folks call us and ask us about that and say, hey, we received this letter saying our flood zone has changed and the mortgage company no longer requires us to carry flood insurance. We want to cancel it, or we want to at least inquire about it. And we certainly oblige to their request. However, it's important for us to educate the clients. Just because your flood zone has changed doesn't mean your property will not flood.
Right.
As a matter of fact, as a national statistic from the National Flood Insurance Program, over a third of flood insurance claims come from properties that are in non-special flood hazard zones. In those, meaning that those non-required.
Isn't that interesting?
Well, it is.
That is an interesting statistic. I did not know about that.
So there's water all around us. Just look around.
Yeah, exactly. And so I wanted to tell you about that. I thought that was important. And the other thing which I learned today is really about cybersecurity.
Yep.
You know, we've heard people being hacked, accounts are being, looked into by the people that you don't want to know. So tell me about that program.
Sure. This is an evolving exposure for not only people and families, but also for businesses. You see a lot of the high-profile cases online and in the newspaper about these mega corporations that have been hacked and your information may be exposed and out on the dark web. However, those bad actors are going after small businesses as well. And again, over 2/3 of the claims that are occurring in the United States are to small businesses as opposed to large corporations. Many large corporations obviously have the funds and
right.
legal support to be able to help them in those situations. Many small businesses don't, and so it's quite concerning. We offer a wide variety of cyber products, and that would consist of everything from traditional cyber crime, someone hacking in and stealing your money or identity, or to ransomware, someone holding your system up and saying, okay, you've got to pay us X to get access back to your system, which can cripple a business if they can't access their information. To things such as cyber extortion and the loss of business,
like
business
give us an
income
example
as well.
of that.
So if they're taking your information and turning around and selling that on the dark web, I mean, your information could be now exposed to all different folks, and you're going to have to go out there and make sure that your credit stays proper, and there are no folks that are out there really taking advantage of the situation, opening accounts. So you hear about whether it be home title theft fraud or just folks just having accounts opened up in their names. That would be, those are things that we can all cover on an insurance product.
So tell me a little bit more about that. I mean, how do you protect, or how does that How does that integrate into your client's life? How do you
Sure,
help them?
sure. Again, just making them aware of the exposure to begin with.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? You have a website. You're dealing with clients through the internet on a regular basis. You take payments online, whatever the case may be. There's an exposure there.
Right.
And a lot of folks say, well, gosh, you know, I thought my credit card company took care of this, and they may or may not.
Okay.
Or they may cover you only for a portion of that. You know, there's state laws that may require you to provide ongoing credit monitoring and be able to pay reimbursements back to that individual, pay fines to the state. So there are lots of exposures that exist out there.
Wow.
So it's kind of scary.
It is scary. I was thinking to myself, you know, before we started, I didn't even think about that. Now I'm going to really think about that. Well, and again, you know, your agency is a resource for the community, and I really want to stress that to our audience is that really Kinghorn.
One thing that we do is that we have a lot of risk management tools that we can provide individuals and businesses to help prevent this thing from even occurring.
Really? Okay.
So just reach out, and we'll be happy to email that information over to you.
Oh, that's terrific. Well, I like that idea. So we're going to take a pause right now. We'll be right back with more 843 TV. Stay with us. There's a lot more to know.